What's up? What's up, y'all? Polo Sports Talking Entertainment here again with another one. Be sure to hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're not a member, and also be able to hit the notifications too, so that you're able to get each and every one of my videos. Okay? Look, I laugh at a lot of guys, man, um, both in person and also on social media, whether it be the gram or whether it be uh, on here on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, the whole nine yards. Uh, the reason why I do laugh is because a big percentage of people that are at the top of the mountain and that are successful or have reached that absolute peak, there are very few that can sustain a level of success despite whatever odds are stacked up against you. And few possess the poise, the the patience, and the control and the know-how in order to absorb all of the negative pushback that comes with it. Canelo has made history, okay? And what's even greater is that the title of undisputed, they can't take it away from him. Him being unified in multiple divisions and cleaning out those divisions, it can't be taken away from him. Him being a 16 world title holder, it can't be taken away from him. And another thing that can't be taken away from him is his God-given ability. Unless the Most High feels like, okay, I'm no longer going to bless you with that anymore. I'm mentioning this because there are a lot of people right now, even in the aftermath of Canelo winning, coming with every single excuse in the book. I mean, all the excuses. It's like the knockout last night never even happened. I mean, you hear everything from, okay, well, they want to blame the judges, they want to blame the commentary. They they even go so far to say that uh, the referee should have kept should have kept Caleb Plant in the fight, knowing damn well that he did not even stand a chance after that after that first knockdown. He did not stand a chance. And look, I told people, man, you never want to get ahead of yourself when you're fighting a legend, a an accomplished fighter such as Canelo. Now, you can wish upon a star and say things like, oh yeah, well, like Caleb said, come Saturday, there's gonna be a new champion, undisputed, things of that nature. And you could try to conceal your fears all you want to. But see, the thing about it is that when you have the IQ mixed with the poise, mixed with the composure and the patience, and mixed with, of course, the God-given ability as well as the work ethic that was put in, there's no possible way that you're gonna lose because this isn't anything new. This stage was nothing new to Canelo. He's been on bigger stages than this, way bigger stages than this. So to him, it's like, okay, well, let me give this guy an opportunity to see what he's about. We'll test him out a little bit, see how he see how he can do. But unfortunately, he proved that he couldn't. Now, for those of you that are sitting up here saying that Caleb Plant was fighting like Mayweather and he was doing good like a Mayweather and all this other stuff, please don't put him in the same breath as Mayweather. Please don't. There's only one Floyd Mayweather. Never will be. I don't think there ever will be again. Okay. Do not put him in the same breath. Caleb Plant is, I repeat, nothing like Floyd Money Mayweather. He's nothing like him. He can only wish and dream that he could even sniff even a little bit of the skills that Floyd Mayweather possessed. And the thing about it is that, see, I'm not blaming Caleb Plant for that. I'm blaming some of you for saying that he's like Floyd Mayweather. He's nowhere near him. And yes, he did what he could do, you know. He tried, but unfortunately, you didn't pan out like you were supposed to. No, he was not up. He was not up during the fight at all. I had Canelo up the entire time, with the exception of maybe 2 to 3 rounds. One of those rounds, I I knew it was right off the bat Caleb because he hit Canelo with a couple of clean shots. Other than that, it was Canelo all day, walking him down. wasn't phased by wasn't phased by Canelo's. I mean, I'm sorry about that. By Caleb's punches at all. They weren't phasing him, and more importantly, they didn't damage him. Look at when he was done, his face his face was untouched, untouched. You know, and see, the thing about it is that y'all aren't accepting greatness, and y'all not appreciating greatness. A lot of y'all don't know how to appreciate greatness. It's funny because a lot of you, when Mayweather was on top, they had all of this stuff to say about Mayweather. Well, Mayweather picks and chooses his fight. Mayweather is ducking the smoke. Mayweather, he doesn't want to let his hands go. Mayweather is afraid of this fighter. Mayweather did this or Mayweather did that. Mayweather doesn't do this. He doesn't do that. Well, y'all were hating on him and he's gone. And then there's actually some of the same people saying, "Oh, I wish Floyd Mayweather would fight again." But guess what? Y'all pay to see him. Y'all pay to see what he doesn't do and what he does, what he does and everything. Y'all still pay to see him. You know why? Because he's on top. And the thing about it too, Canelo's on top, and before he even fought a guy like Floyd Money Mayweather, they never said anything about him. Never had any of this negative stuff to say about him. I can guarantee you, if I'm sorry about that, Canelo Alvarez had not been tested positive for clenbuterol, they would still find some reason to hate on this guy. But you want to bring up the allegations about the steroids, about him cheating and all this other stuff, which is a narrative that is going to continue to be pushed regardless of how successful he is. Listen, This guy barely speaks any English. I mean, he can speak English, but he barely speaks any English. And he's still humbled in the majority of you motherfuckers that try to get on the scene. Listen, whether even if he did not uh have to, as they say, cheat and all this other stuff, he's still got a God given ability whether you like it or not. Listen, when you look at a guy like this, man, you can look and see that this guy clearly is not on steroids. Because Canelo has been rocked before. Canelo has, you're in a ring, you're gonna get hit. Y'all act like this guy is invincible. He's still a human being. My dog, Jacob Jennings, in the building. Funky Town represents. You know, like my dog Jacob Jennings said. Like my dog Jacob Jennings says, update your resume. Update your resume. And see, for y'all that don't understand, he's speaking facts when he says that. Listen, Caleb Caleb Plant got a chance to update his resume. He updated his resume. Unfortunately, he got an L on his resume, and the only L is going to be against who? Canelo Alvarez. And the knockout was against Canelo Alvarez. That is something that is always going to be haunting him for the rest of his career, whether you like it or not. For those of y'all that are sitting here making all these excuses, oh, he can't do this, he can't do that. Then you want to come, oh, but he did this. The people didn't do this. The commentary, Showtime didn't do that. Listen, Caleb was in every position to try to win that fight. He gave you, before I let my dog Jacob Jennings go, let me say these couple things. First off, he gave you an opportunity to fight an all-time great. An all-time great. He was already unified in multiple divisions, already a 15 title world holder, and already cleaned out multiple divisions, no matter how you want to look at it. Then on top of that, you still came with all these narratives saying that he cheated, saying that Eddie, calling Eddie Reynoso out of his name and stuff like that. And guess what? You won the people over. People were actually rooting for you. People were actually rooting for you to actually beat Canelo. A lot of these fighters were rooting against Canelo because they wanted Canelo to lose. And then, more importantly, too, more importantly, guess what? A lot of people had the odds stacked against Canelo. And why do I say that? The reason why I say that is simple. You had the advantage. Now you may have not had the advantage from a physical standpoint or a physicality standpoint or an ability standpoint or an IQ standpoint, but in terms of okay, I got the people behind me standpoint, oh yes, you had every opportunity to try to go in there and back yourself up. But see, God don't like ugly. The most I don't like ugly. And see, humble gets it done. I often laugh at motherfuckers, man, that hop on the train of others who are very disrespectful and conniving. They love people that'll stab you in the back, throw you under the bus, talk trash about you, talk shit, disrespect your mom, say this about you and everything, and they're cool with them and stuff. But the thing about it is that when you humble always wins, no matter what. Humble always beats humility, and that's why with Canelo, the thing that I appreciate him, Jacob Jennings, man, is his patience. That's why I never react to things. Get out of here, get all crazy. No, you know what I do? I sit back and wait, like a savvy veteran, a silent savage that Canelo is. Jacob Jennings, man, you got the floor. Tell him one more time, man. Please say those words. Please say it for him, please.
What's going on, Polo? How you doing, man?
Doing pretty good, man. Update those.
How's the
Update
family?
what?
How's the
Update
family?
what?
I gotta ask how's the family doing first, man. You know what I'm saying? I want to make sure everybody's straight. So I don't like to leave nobody out.
Man, look,
You
man.
know?
Look, my family's always gonna be straight. You know what I'm saying?
Good,
We're
man. I
gonna be
appreciate
good.
that.
We're
Appreciate
gonna
that.
be good. We're
Appreciate
gonna
it.
be good. You know why? Because
Yes, sir.
we in our bloodline, hopefully in your bloodline too. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? We create winners. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? We breed savages. You know what I'm saying? Don't
Right.
get me wrong, we're gonna be humble. Don't get me wrong, we'll
Right.
be cool with you. Don't get me wrong, yeah, you know what I'm saying? We'll cook your dinner and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But
Mm-hmm.
whenever you step out of line, we're gonna give you that humble pie. Sort of like what
Right.
Caleb got. You know what I'm saying? So if you ever feel compelled, you know what I'm saying, to push me to a limit or push me to
Uh-huh.
that edge or something like that, and you think, oh well, he's soft. Oh no, no,
Mm-hmm.
I could tell him to do anything. Oh, what are we doing in the South, Jacob? Oh yeah, yeah, we nice and we calm and we lay back, but oh shoot, guess what, man? You got about 50 callers. Be like, look, hey, we warned you the first time. All
Right.
right. But see, you thought that you was gonna take our kindness for weakness. Go ahead, Jacob. You got the floor.
Oh man. I mean, I watched the fight. I thought it was a good fight. I gotta give you know, pay some homage to Caleb Plant. He fought a good fight. He really did. He didn't get out of there early. Uh, gotta give him credit for that. This your first loss, but hey, guess what? It's the same thing that happened to Canelo. You know, Canelo unfortunately had to fight the sensei, and when and we all know what happened when he fought the sensei. You know what I'm saying? He got his first loss. Just for the record. But besides the point, because that was kind of a cocky talk. Cocky talk. No, but I gotta give credit to Caleb Plant because he did hang in there. He fought well. Defensively, he fought really good. Um, he could have made some more adjustments. He could have been a little bit more aggressive on his offense. Caleb Plant, really, honestly, man, he really let up. I thought he was kind of winning the fight, but he won some rounds. He actually won some decent, solid rounds. Caleb Plant he really kind of held back some. You know what I'm saying? He was, he did get a little cocky. You know, um, he didn't make as many adjustments. Like I said, defensively, I think he can get better, and I think he really fought a decent defensive fight against Canelo. But you gotta understand, that's why I always said that skills overrule a lot of the times most fighters, and that's one thing that Canelo did take. Him losing to Floyd actually made him the best fighter, the best pound for pound fighter in the game right now. By him losing to somebody who was better than him. You know what I'm saying? Now, Canelo wasn't fighting like that. The way Canelo is fighting right now, he was not fighting like that when he fought a Floyd Mayweather. You see what I'm saying? But can he fight a Floyd Mayweather now? Um, uh, it won't be the same fight. But one, Floyd's older. Uh, his body, his body won't be able to handle the stamina. Canelo is fighting nearly 20. 20 almost 20 25 pounds heavier than what Floyd normally fights at. So that fight wouldn't even make sense of even seeing. See what I'm saying? But give Canelo credit. He was a little slow first at the beginning. Caleb Plant did give him a hell of a fight. Canelo stuck to his guns. He fights very well at 168 pounds. Um, you know, just I don't think anybody right now can stop Canelo at 168. Would I like to see Canelo at 175? Um, wouldn't be bad. I mean, why not? You know, I don't know if he wants to consider, you know, uh, uh, uh you know, I feel like he really has nothing to prove per se at 168 besides the Charlos and probably David Benavidez, but but that's really about it, honestly. You know, Charlo brothers and David Benavidez, and 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 honestly, I don't see Canelo coming down to 160. So that's just not gonna. I just don't see that happening. For what? Why does first of all, he's the undisputed champion at 168 at super middleweight. Why the hell does Canelo gotta come down to 160 to fight Charlo? That don't make no damn sense. And you know Charlo ain't gonna be the A side. Guess what? Look, let me say this for the record. Charlo is the B side in that fight with whatever
Yeah,
belt he got.
right.
Guess what? It's up to Canelo to choose. Guess what? Canelo's gonna dictate the whole fight. You want to know why? You want to know why? Because Canelo took the Mayweather blueprint. There you go.
Here you go. You just had to throw that in there, didn't you?
Well, am I lying?
You just
You
had to
mean
throw
I
that
had to
in there.
throw? What you mean I had to throw that in there?
I
You
mean,
always
well, yeah, I mean, we
I'm
always
trying to always
look.
I'm trying to always I'm trying to always cooking you on boxing as
Uh-huh.
I always do. I always got to put Floyd in it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? As I always do because the truth is the truth. First of all, how much money is Canelo? Because listen, we don't even do we need now you know Polo. If I go do my homework and go search the Canelo's numbers, how much money he made, how much he got paid, and how much
But
he got
see,
paid on the back end.
but
If I
see,
go and do that, you can't tell me you can't. Then you can be like, oh, now I see why you always include Mayweather in it
right.
because
But see, that's the thing. We not. Can we? Let's take money out of it for a minute. Because
what
listen,
do you mean that fight ain't happening if the money ain't even right? What you mean? Look,
I
that's
mean,
business.
I mean,
Promoters know
you
that.
gotta let me finish. Go ahead, man.
I'm just telling you that's always gonna be first and foremost.
Yeah,
They're always gonna look at
but
the
money
money.
doesn't money money doesn't can't buy you talent. Money can't buy you know-how. Money can't buy you skill. You said skill pays the bill, but what is skill? Skill is God given, and to a lot of degree, you have to work hard for it, and you have to have the work ethic necessary to do that. Now you can invest in trainers and nutritionists, things of that nature, and everything, but when you're talking about money, okay, yes, Floyd Mayweather. Yes, if you want to go ahead and you want to take that, the blueprint and be the, I guess you could say, I'm not gonna be
Uh,
disrespectful, and I'm not. Hold
uh,
on, I'm not gonna be disrespectful, Jacob, and call it something like a front runner, like that or anything. But you show as hell you can't sit up here and say that Canelo doesn't have his own genius ideas as well, because you got to think about it. Who was he affiliated with too? He was affiliated with a con artist. He was affiliated with a dope head. He was affiliated with a scumbag. He was affiliated with somebody. who cheated on his wife. He was affiliated with somebody who likes to throw people up under his bus in Oscar De La Hoya, who was always trying to stab him in the back and who was a ruthless, shrewd ass businessman. So who do you think that Mayweather dealt with? And who do you think that Mayweather was trying to get up under his
I tell
umbrella
you,
at one time? He was trying to get Canelo up under there at one time. He was trying to get all of the guys in all parts of the world under the Mayweather umbrella because he saw a genius idea. I never took that away from Canelo. He's a genius when it comes to that sort of thing. But for us to sit up here and say that Canelo did not have his own genius idea and his master plan in his arsenal as well, come on, man, you got to give him more credit than that.
hold on, whoa. Are you saying that I did not give Canelo no credit?
Not well, no, not I'm not talking about like in terms of the boxing skills, but every time we tend to, we talk about Canelo, the only thing that you're using in your argument is about money when it pertains to Mayweather. And we can't you can't always say, oh yeah, well he took everything that he knew from
Well, I ain't
Mayweather.
gonna say. I listen. I didn't say. Listen. When I say Mayweather blueprint, uh, I'm not gonna. I'm not saying that he. I'm not saying that Canelo took Mayweather's style. That ain't what I'm saying. I'm saying how fights and how to generate and how to promote and how to sell and how to put a fight together and you know all that aspect. That's what I mean about him taking the Mayweather blueprint. Because when you look at Floyd, you looking at oh, he talks a lot of shit, but yet ain't nobody beat him. He talk a lot of shit, but yet his payday is you know he's he got he's got all these pay-per-view records. So the numbers don't lie. And from that, if Floyd was just talking, the numbers shouldn't be adding up with what the hell he be talking about. You know what I'm saying? And why lie about you the pay-per-view king when your pay-per-view numbers is only doing 200 and 300,000 in sales? Well, you're not pay-per-view king because if the pay-per-view record is uh 1 point something million or 1.5 million and you're only doing 600 and less, well, you're not a pay-per-view king. You see
Well,
what I'm saying?
I got a question to ask you then, since we're on the subject of Mayweather, and since we're talking about the king of everything, uh, Mayweather, right? And I love Mayweather, man. I think he was phenomenal in the ring. You know what I'm saying? One of the best ever to do it, and a very accomplished individual. You know what I'm saying? Walked out of here with a donut on in the loss column. But guess what though? Has has Mayweather been the first man in his country to be labeled undisputed in history?
No, no, no,
Canelo.
no, no,
So,
no, no,
hold on,
no,
hold
listen,
on. Let
no,
me stop you. Let me
no.
stop you. Not. Don't do it. Don't do it. Because you don't want to
I
let
ain't
me
say no.
finish my
I didn't say
statement.
no. I answered the
You don't
question.
want. You don't want to finish
But
my statement. Hold on. Now,
my bad.
let me ask you this then. Let me ask you this, then, Jacob. Wouldn't that be him setting a blueprint, setting a
Yeah,
trend?
that would be. Yes, yes, that would be
Look, it
Canelo.
irks your nerves. It irks your nerves to say it. Go ahead,
No, it
man.
doesn't. No, no, absolutely no. No, Canelo is he's a tremendous fighter. I pick Canelo right off the top. Why?
Uh,
Because Canelo has the better resume. He's fought everybody. Well, not everybody, but he's fought more caliber, uh, more bigger fighters, more fierce to tough competition. He's fought one of the best in the game, and Money Mayweather. That's one, and then and another list of names too on his resume. So therefore, he's the undisputed. Um, super middleweight champion. I don't think Bernard Hopkins even did that. Um, I don't think. Um, I can't think of who else. I have to find out who else
True. Andre
or
Ward
undisputed.
has it. Bernard
Andre
Hopkins
Ward
has it.
hasn't, but Hopkins hasn't. So, like I said, yes, he's a top dog. Canelo is the man. Um, I mean, I like Canelo. I think he's a great fighter. I think he's a phenomenal fighter. I think you got to fight Canelo smart. I mean, you need honestly, really honestly, you need a Mayweather in your corner. If you're gonna beat Canelo, you need a Mayweather in your corner. Reason why? Because Floyd can train you to teach you how to go the distance in the fight and teach you how to be smart in the fight and teach you how to be a smarter look smarter fighter who uses his precision, judgment, and timing and everything. You know what I'm saying? Understanding the importance of the ring. You know what I'm saying? There's just a lot of there's a lot of cricks and crannies that you got to understand when you being trained and by a Mayweather or Sugar Hill or somebody like that. Those got look at Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury, 6'9", and he's moving at that ability, at the rate that he's moving. You know what I'm saying? Look at Tyson Fury, the way he moves for a big man. That takes skills. You know what I'm saying? That takes skills, and he moves. He's not stand still. Tyson Fury uses his jab. Tyson Fury can beat you with one hand. That's how smart he is. You see what I'm saying? He's got a great trainer. Sugar Hill's a great trainer. I mean, come on, man.
Yeah,
Um,
look.
uh Canelo, nobody can mess with Canelo. Honestly, if I'm Canelo, if he wants to, um, take some time off. See, listen, see,
No, no,
Canelo can
no.
Canelo can do what Floyd Canelo can do what Floyd. Why? Why? Because now he's getting a Mayweather payday, and now he's getting Mayweather paydays. Guess
There we
what?
go
He can
again.
take off.
There we go
He can take
again.
off. Listen, take the Mayweather blueprint. Take a year off, Canelo. Go join your beautiful
No,
wife and children, and then
no, no,
if you
no,
want to come
no,
out,
no, no.
you
Look,
know you still nobody cause look like I said. Guess what? Guess what? Guess what? Hold on. Listen. You think I'm bullshitting? Guess what? Canelo can move when he want to move.
yeah, I
He can
know.
move. He can move when he want to move. Canelo is his own boss.
Yeah, and that's facts. I
He
agree
can
with
talk
you on
whenever.
that.
Listen. If Canelo don't answer the phone, if Canelo don't answer the phone next week, he ain't gotta answer the phone next week. If he want to call you back in 6 months, he can call you back in 6 months if he feel like it.
But
Guess what?
yeah,
Because guess what?
hey, that's facts.
That's how Guess what? That's how my boy roll. You know what I'm saying? We call you. You don't call us. We'll call you.
No, no, look.
We'll call you.
Look, man, look. I'm not. If I'm Canelo, man, I'm not taking no breaks. But let me tell you why, man. Because I'm listen. He said, listen. Now you brought up Benavidez, uh, Charlo, and now a lot of people are wanting him to fight Buzz for that pound for pound title. Now you did bring up a good point. Why the hell am I gonna go back down to 140 ish to or 150 or whatnot to try to accomplish something where he's already he's
He's too
already
comfortable at that
unified.
weight. Yeah, he's
Um,
too comfortable. He's too comfortable at 168. I could see Canelo maybe shooting up to 175. That might be the max. But I mean, to be honest, what if I were him? If I was him, I'd fight David Benavidez.
yeah, because that's
And then
that's
Benavidez is right there at 168. He ain't got a problem with coming 168. Charlo need to come up with 168 too. I don't know what's the deal. Cause you're not the boss. You got a boss. Canelo doesn't have a boss.
well if
Listen,
well if
you you
anybody.
you gotta you gotta accept Canelo's offer.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was about to say. That's what I was just about to say about in terms of because people are pushing for him to fight Crawford. I'm like Crawford. We got a fight coming up with Crawford. He got to see if he gonna get through Porter first.
Well, hey, look,
He hadn't even accomplished. He hadn't even. Everybody wanted to talk about Canelo not fighting everybody and stuff like that. First off, we need to see what Crawford could do against a guy like Porter before he could even start thinking about Canelo.
and guess what? And guess what? And after and look, now if Bud Crawford get past Sean Porter, look, there's really no uh there really ain't no excuse for him and Errol Spence not to be fighting next year. There really ain't no excuse, man. Honestly, it really ain't. There's really no excuse. But here's the deal. Now, if I'm Bud Crawford, that's what I
Uh
would do, right? Don't fight Earl Spence just yet. If you beat Sean Porter,
huh.
if he beats Sean Porter,
Uh huh.
what he should do, he should go after Ugas. That way that he can have a unification bout. You know what I'm saying?
Uh huh.
He can have a unification bout, fight Ugas for the WBA super welterweight championship, right? Put the WBA and the WBO for the unification bout, right? Let them fight first. Say, you know what I'm saying? Uh, come fight. Let them. Let's say they fight. Cause see, I mean, if Canelo fights in May, you know you ain't finna make no money, and Bob Arum know that.
Go tomorrow.
You ain't finna fight. You ain't finna fight Canelo, month. See, I keep trying to tell you, he's taking the Mayweather blueprint. Cause when you fight, when Floyd fights in May and Canelo fights in May, they make a lot of money. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Now, don't fight in May. Because if you fight in May, guess what? If Canelo just listen, if Canelo say here in 2 months, January, I want to fight David Benavidez next year, and you know it's gonna happen. You know that fight's gonna happen in May, and Canelo gonna fight in May. And guess what? Canelo only. And guess what? After that, Canelo can retire, or he could take a year off, or however he want to. He make Charlo wait. He can make Charlo wait. Why? Because he's the man at his weight class, and he is his own boss. You see what I'm saying? Canelo move when he want to move. As I say it again. See what I'm saying? The other fighters, they all got to they listen. They got a promoter. Canelo don't have no promoter. He's his own promoter. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know,
He's the
it,
boss right now. He's running shit.
he yeah, I'm trying. That's why I keep trying. That's why I keep trying to tell you. And then guess what? And then guess what? And Floyd know this. He's got a country behind him. He's got a
Exactly.
country. He's got a country behind him. So guess what? We know he good for it. Well, guess what? Charlo ain't gonna be able to call no shot. Listen. I ain't trying to talk. I like Charlo, but man, shoot, Charlo ain't saying nothing about fighting him. You say, hey, you see here what it is. Charlo ain't saying nothing about no fighting him. Guess what? Earl Spence said that he would beat, he could beat, he would have beat Canelo. Now, I like that. But Earl Spence don't need to fight Canelo yet. Don't talk about Canelo yet, Earl. Listen,
Yeah.
we need a super fighter. We need a super not we need a welterweight we need a welterweight unification champion.
Yeah.
Now what I would do if I was Earl Spence,
Hmm.
I would unify the titles at 147, but he
Uh-huh.
needs to do it next year. Now, if Earl Spence can unify the championship belt at 147 next year, then in 2023, I would say 2023, he should fight Canelo. I waited
Okay.
one more year, Earl. Wait one more year. I know that's long, but if you can wait one more year, because I think you're gonna need time to deal with Bud Crawford or Ugas. You see what I'm saying? If you really trying to listen, if you really trying to clean the division and collect all the belts, that's what I would do.
Okay. Let me ask you something though, Jacob, man. Okay.
Yeah.
Now you just talked about, Why is Canelo gonna move down? So you referring to Canelo moving down, or are you talking about Earl Spence moving up?
I would, if I'm Earl, I would move up. Um, but here's the deal: Canelo is comfortable at 168 pounds. Now, Earl Spence could fight. I believe Earl Spence can fight at 168. I really think he could. I think Earl Spence could fight at 168. I think he could fight at 160 and 154 because he's a natural big welterweight.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And
And I
see,
think
and that's
that
what that's what I was trying to tell everybody. What's his name, Crawford? I got into an argument with somebody. He was trying to tell me, oh yeah, well, Crawford this, Crawford that. I said Crawford ain't no. He's not a nat. Jacob, in my line, he's not a natural welterweight.
he's not a natural welterweight per se, but if I was Bud Crawford, if I'm a fighter at a max weight, um, I think super super welterweight will probably be it, like 154. If I was Bud Crawford, I wouldn't fight no bigger than that. He's not like Earl Spence is naturally bigger than him, even though they're right around the same height. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
5'8", 5'9". You know what I'm saying?
right.
Um, Errol Spence, uh, when he rehydrates his weight, what I was trying to tell South one point, when he rehydrates his weight, he ain't coming into that fight at 147 pounds. Sometimes he'll rehydrate his weight. He'll come in at 160 something. You know what I'm saying? He's fighting at Canelo weight half the time. Man, Errol Spence be big, man. I think that'd be a perfect, honestly. I think that'd be the perfect fight. Uh,
But
at
see, that
168, but
no
not
no
now.
no There's a hey, hold on. Hey yo, Jacob, I know you heard about this though. There's an elephant in the room. Matter of fact, possibly two elephants in the room. Uh, you got motherfucking Jerron Ennis. They trying to work him to either get either the winner out of Porter and Crawford or Earl Spence.
Hmm.
He wants to go for the top dog. He already want to go for the kill or
Well,
uh
that's
or
fine.
that
That's
motherfucker
fine.
Shakur Stevenson.
I mean, but that's what I'm saying. That look, if you're gonna fight Canelo, be smart about it. That's all I'm saying. Be smart. Weigh
No
your
no no no
options.
no no no
Cause
no 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 no. I'm not talking about Canelo. No, I'm talking about them fighting either Buds or Spence
right,
in that
right, right.
welter.
Yeah. I know but what I'm saying, that's what I'm saying. If we talk about cleaning up the division, right? That's what I'm saying. If I'm a Earl Spence and I'm considering wanting to fight a uh what's his name? A Canelo Alvarez, I want to clean up the division first. Remember, you're not gonna move up and want to consider fighting uh a Canelo if you haven't cleaned the division up. Hey, respect. Look, give Canelo Alvarez his respect. He didn't jump. You didn't see Canelo Alvarez jumping from weight class to weight class to weight class to weight class like that. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because Canelo wanted to make history. Canelo was trying to become uh, uh, undisputed champion, and he's an undisputed champion. Yeah, he done something Floyd has not done. But one thing, uh, and now here's the deal: how many world champions have Canelo fought? Because
Right,
Floyd fought the most world champions in boxing
right. But
at his
see,
career
the counter
and
to that
became a
though, the
world
counter to
champion.
that, guess how many times he's held a world championship belt?
Floyd
Canelo's
has
held it
held a
16 times,
shoot. Floyd became a champion in within 2 years of his career.
and that's great. Canelo Alvarez not only cleaned out three different divisions and unified and was a champion in multiple in four divisions. Also, you got to realize that he is not only he's undisputed. but then also he's a 16-time world championship holder, man. The only other person to do that was Andrew um Andrew something, man. I forgot his last name.
Yeah.
Andrew,
I'm gonna have to
huh?
look him up. See who you. I'm gonna have to look him up to see who you talking about.
Yeah,
But
he's the only the second
yeah,
guy to do
yeah,
something like that in the
yeah,
history of boxing.
yeah. Well, my like I said, my money is definitely on Canelo. Like I said, Caleb Plant. I personally, I you know I wouldn't have fought. See, when you're fighting a big name like that, see what I'm saying? I just think there's a couple of steps that you need to go through. You know, there's a lot of fighters that are out there. There's some competition that could definitely tune up and sharpen up your skills. Caleb Plant ain't really. I mean, he's been fighting, but he ain't really. To me, I mean, come on, man. He ain't really fought. He ain't really fight nobody, man. You know what I'm saying? He was better than the competition that he was fighting, but he really ain't. He really ain't. Maybe if you gotta look at that division, I'm sure there's a lot of people that Caleb Plant did not fight. See what I'm saying? That he should have fought. You know, down, down. The only thing I think, the only fight I think that's gonna make sense to him right now that can tune him up is Anthony Darrell, whatever his name, who won last night. Um, you know, that may be next, or he's probably
Right.
gonna have to wait and get a rematch with Benavidez. If Benavidez Benavidez win his fight, he gonna have to fight Darrell again in a rematch probably, and then after that, we'll find out what's gonna happen next year with Canelo. Because right now, man, to be honest, Canelo ain't got a really Canelo could possibly make Benavidez wait. He may make him. He may make him wait. He may make him wait a year. Who knows? I ain't saying he will, but he might. He might. He just might make him
Who
wait a
you
year.
okay? Who do you see winning? Who do you see winning out of him and Benavidez?
Who? Canelo and
Yeah,
Benavidez. Oh,
yeah.
Canelo. Canelo's just he's too smart, man. He's look. He's a smarter fighter. He's very skillful. Canelo is um knows how to attack. You know what I'm saying? He's patient, but
Yeah.
he's grimy. You know what I'm saying? Um, and he can go the distance. Canelo can take a punch too. You know what I'm saying? Um, that's another good thing. Benavidez not can be Benavidez is a smart fighter. Um, too. You know what I'm saying? He's long. He's tall. Uh, he's got range. He's got reach.
Hey,
He can use that to his advantage. And uh, and if he uses that range and reach to his advantage, I think he could possibly keep. He could keep what's his name off of. He keep
hey,
Canelo
Jacob.
off of. Yeah,
My bad. I mean cut you off. That guy's
yeah.
name was Henry Armstrong.
Henry
That's
Armstrong. Okay.
yeah. That was the guy that I was talking about. He was the only other one to have as many have as many world titles as what's it called as Canelo.
Mm-hmm. Hold up. Say that again.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah. I can hear you.
Yeah, his name was Henry Armstrong.
Mm-hmm.
He's the only other guy to have as many world champions to hold world titles in three divisions simultaneously.
Right. But what I'm
And
saying is,
the
Lord,
first one was to do it was Henry Armstrong, and some people actually like Joe Louis. Some people consider him to be the best fighter ever because of the amount of fights that he fought.
mhm. Sorry. No, definitely. definitely like mm, uh definitely got to do my homework more, man. Because you know, I'm I'm not considered a boxing uh historian.
Man, cut the
Uh,
cap, man. Yes, you are. Hey, look, I'm not gonna let you. I ain't even gonna let you talk like that
I
because you
only
know what the
listen.
hell you
I'm
talking
only
about.
gonna hold on. I'm. It's gonna come down to certain era of boxing. You know what I'm saying? If we
Yeah.
talk about a certain era, it's only a certain era of boxers that I could that I only can really speak of or speak on. See what I'm saying? Or speak, you know what I'm saying? Speak of, speak on because I've actually those ones I've watched. I've watched a lot of. See, I watched a lot of boxing as a kid, and but I have not watched a lot of I as far as the history of boxing that I can't really I can't really pinpoint on. The only thing I can tell you that I'm becoming more aware of is the business of boxing and understand the business more of it because like I said, that's why I idolize Floyd a lot because Floyd Floyd talk a lot of trash, but
Yeah.
Floyd is a smart look, but Floyd is a smart businessman. It wouldn't be no. It wouldn't. What good does it do me to look up to Mayweather, but he ain't. He can't even. He can't. He doesn't even show. He can't even show and prove what he be talking about. Well, the proof is in the pudding. When Floyd started out, and everybody, nobody, and guess what? And nobody talks about Floyd Mayweather's Olympic career. Nobody talks about that. Matter of fact, Floyd Mayweather's teammate even said it that Floyd was robbed in the Olympics. Floyd should have won the gold medal. See what I'm saying? His own teammate, his
Yeah,
own teammate said that, and he was white. He said Floyd got robbed. Now, what you got to say about that?
man.
Okay, then. Yeah,
No, I'm just saying, like, man.
yeah, yeah,
Hey, well, last time I checked, man, Floyd Mayweather was retired.
yeah. He is retired, but
I'm,
but Floyd
I'm like,
became
dang, can we talk
Floyd.
about some?
Floyd became a world champion. I'm finna get off of him. Floyd became
Can
a
we
world
talk about
champion
somebody that's fighting
in
now?
99. Now we gonna talk about other fighters. Now, like I said, hater, just mad because he's fought more world champions than
Hey, I
your
ain't got
guy.
nothing to be mad about, man. I'm happy because you know what? Undisputed.
No, and I like it. Hey, look. I told you. Hey, for the record, hey. Guess what?
What?
I I picked Canelo last night, and you don't
Oh,
believe me.
look, now you want it, now you want it. Yeah, yeah, I
I
picked, yeah,
did.
you. But see,
I did pick
if
him.
what's his name would have won Caleb Play, you'd have been, hey, Jacob,
No,
nigga, you would have been here with your
no,
popcorn watching the motherfucking Cowboys game,
no,
getting beat by motherfucking Denver, talking about,
no.
I told you, Polo.
Man, we got our ass whooped today, man. I don't even want to talk
Yeah,
about football.
man, I'm
What?
surprised, man.
We didn't even show the fuck up, man. What the fuck? But
Yeah,
anyway, look, look,
I'm surprised they lost. I didn't expect for them to win, man.
Polo. Now I picked. Now I picked Canelo, and you know I picked Canelo because I
Yeah, I
told
know you
you.
did, man. I'm just
Yeah.
messing with
Now look, Canelo is by far, like I said, look at his resume. You know what I'm saying? His resume speaks for himself. Um, he's the bigger fighter. He's the A side. Um, I mean, what? Like I said, man, looks like Mayweather to me. The only difference is with Canelo is that guess what? Um, uh, not necessarily because he lost to Floyd, but what I'm saying is the way how he's going about doing business, and Canelo moves when he wants to, man. That's what I like about it, man. Well, I say, man, that's what I like about it. He said, man, Jim Graves say, well, who's next? Who you like next? I don't know. I want to take a little time out. I don't know. I'm just gonna relax. Sound like Ford to me. Sound like Floyd to me. Because guess what? You move when you want to move. You know, you know.
Hey, you know what? Hey, the thing I love about it too, Jacob, that
Yeah,
motherfucker humble than a motherfucker. That nigga still remain. Look, he fought a great fight, even though he was talking shit.
yeah, 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 yeah. That exactly. Hey, look, man. I look, man. I like Canelo, man. You know,
He a
Canelo.
humble
Look, that's
killer,
what I say.
man.
Yeah, man. Shit, Canelo is
A
the shit,
humble
man. Like I said,
savage, man.
if
A
if
silent
listen,
killer, man.
if I'm Canelo, I'm fighting. Hold on. Let me look at. I'm about to look at. I gotta look at how old he is real quick. Let me find out. Let me see what
No, he's
Canelo is.
31.
Right. He's 31.
Yeah,
Man,
he's
look.
31. Caleb Plant 29.
Look. He's 31. Caleb Plant's 29. Um, look.
Had a
If
reach advantage, had a height advantage, had all that advantage.
look, if I'm uh if and he's a light heavy, listen, and he's got a belly of light heavyweight. Uh, if if I'm Canelo Alvarez, uh, you know, wait, let's see David Benav. If David Benavidez get past his guy, then I say next year make you know Cinco de Mayo, or you know what I'm saying, you know money, as money made month, you know what I'm saying, make money made month, big money month,
Okay,
you know what I'm saying, fight David Benavidez, you
we
know what I'm
talking
saying,
about Canelo, man.
huh?
We talking about Canelo.
Yeah, that's the month you make money.
Hey, but listen, I this is what I feel though, Jacob.
Yeah.
I don't give I don't think it's gonna be a good fight between him and Benavidez. I think Benavidez, man, he if you ever I want you to go back because I know you really you watch and you really you study the essence of boxing. I want you to go pay attention to Benavidez fight. Man, he swings. You remember when George Foreman uh how he used to fight back in the days and swinging wild and shit
Mm-hmm.
in the
Yeah, he do
70s.
be he's a little wild with his punches. Yeah. No, you're right.
that's how he yeah that's how he fight that's how he fights and see you swinging wild against Canelo, man, he gonna eat
Nah, he
your
gonna
ass
get caught,
alive.
man. Nah, I know. I think. Nah, I just, man. Honestly, man, Canelo's just too. He's just too skilled. Um, right now, man. I think what if I'm Canelo? Uh, I fight Benavidez. Uh, give Benavidez a shot. If Benavidez can't get it done, then put Canelo. He should consider maybe conquering one more division at 175, and you know what I'm saying, go to 175 and beat all the competition there, and after he fight all the competition there at that weight class, then we can he can consider retiring.
Oh
I
whoo.
think Canelo.
Man,
I
hey
think
Jacob, I thought you
I,
about to head somewhere else. I thought you'd be like, yeah, then maybe he could consider heavyweight.
no. I don't think he
I was
needs to
like,
go
oh
there. I
damn,
think
Jacob, you tripping.
no, no, no. I don't think he should go there. I think
Salute
uh
Memphis, I
you
see you
know
in the building.
one more division. Maybe one more division, and hang it up before he's 35.
Right.
Hang it up before he's 35. If he can do that, hang it up by that time, and then we can definitely
What you
that's
shaking
what
your
I would
head
do.
for, Memphis?
Uh,
What you shaking your head for, man? Come on in here, man. I'm dropping the link for you, man. Hey, Memphis. Hey, Jacob.
yeah,
Memphis knows something about boxing, man.
he said hang it up. Who?
Hell
Canelo? Hang it
nah,
up?
he ain't hanging shit up, man. Oh, you mean
I
later on?
mean, he can't. I mean, he can. He can hang it up if he wants to. I mean, he made history. He's undisputed champion. He
No,
has really
man.
nothing else to prove per
Hey,
se.
listen. All
Um,
these haters been coming at his neck, been coming at his helmet. Been talking about, oh yeah, cheating this and steroid this and this one motherfucker. Hey, let me tell y'all something too. This is the thing that pisses me off too more than anything, Jacob and
yeah,
Memphis. They like, oh, he's too flat footed. Motherfucker, okay, if he's so flat footed, then how come ain't nobody been able to beat him except Floyd? Okay, look,
right.
there's a lot of motherfuckers that were flat footed, that still fought good.
Hmm.
That don't mean a damn thing. And he still moves pretty good. He could move when he wants to. And the thing about it is, man, that one thing that I think a lot of people are getting misconstrued here, Jacob, and Memphis, is the fact that we didn't even mention anything. The biggest thing that really uh, made him look so brilliant last night and through a lot of these fights. Jacob already said it once. It's the patience, but more importantly, it's IQ,
Yeah.
ring IQ, ring IQ, and strategy. Man,
Hmm.
if you got ring IQ and you got strategy, man, ain't nobody finna do a damn thing to you.
Hmm.
What's
Yo,
up with
what
it,
going
Memphis?
on,
Exactly.
y'all? What going on,
What's up
loved
with
one?
it? Making easy money, pipping hoes in style.
Hey,
We got the South finest in his bitch. Man, we got
hey,
Funky
man,
Town and we got Memphis in his bitch, man.
what you say it again, boy. They don't hear you. Nah, I think Canelo needs to go for a big payday, man. I think he need to go. He needs to test the waters, go for a big payday, and go out to somebody probably like I don't know, man. I think he should go after somebody like Sean Porter, Bud Crawford, just test the waters. Go for it.
Yeah, but those you gotta understand. Canelo is fighting nearly at uh 20 pounds heavier than him. He's fighting three. You talking about three weight classes higher. Because look,
They,
when you fight from 147 to 154 from 160, that's already three weight class right there. If you go to 168, that's four. You talk about a weight that he's already comfortable at fighting. Plus, you got to also understand that Canelo is the A side of out of all those fighters. All those fighters have a boss. Canelo doesn't have a boss. He doesn't have to answer anybody. He's going to dictate the fight. So, and then the promotion company is gonna basically gonna give Canelo, they're gonna give Canelo the bigger purse anyway because for one, Canelo has a country behind him. He has a bigger following, and his pay per view history is also better than all those other fighters anyway put together. So I mean, you talking about you talking about really 70-30, really 80-20 if you think about it.
once again, he should test the waters and get be like, yeah, he gonna be the
I
east
hear what you're
side, but
saying. I hear what you're saying, but
I mean, cause man,
you gotta understand that's how they work.
yeah,
That's how they work.
I mean,
Canelo, Sean Crawford. I mean, Sean Porter's not going to come up. Is not going to fight Canelo at a catch weight at 160. And guess
who,
what? I just don't see Canelo doing it. And he's
who,
not going to
who,
fight. And Bud Crawford ain't going to come up to no. Uh, 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 he's not going to come up that much. I just don't see him doing it. He's not going to be able to handle Canelo at that weight. Canelo going to walk through Bud Crawford punches
man,
at 160.
Bud Crawford, straight up coward, man. He should have gave us the fight we wanted, man. Him and Earl Spence.
But that's what I'm saying. Hold on. He made that. That's what I was
Hey,
trying to
that
tell
may
Polo.
happen, Memphis.
He
Huh?
he's got to get past Sean Porter this year, right? So in two
Right.
weeks after he fights Sean Porter, what Bud Crawford needs to do is him. He needs to go after Udonis Ugas. If he go down Udonis Ugas and unify, right? That way we can finally get the super fight that we've been asking for between
Right,
Earl
right, right.
Spence and Bud Crawford. They can come together next year, and it'll be a beautiful fight. They can fight either after. Canelo fights, if he fights Benavidez in May, or they can fight in the summertime, or hopefully if they the earlier the better, we could probably get two good fights out of them two next year. Because really,
Yeah,
that's what they really need to do. But that's what.
they need
But like I
to
said,
sign a 2-fight deal, at least a 2-fight deal.
yeah. Like I said, man, Ugas is still there because you got to fight Ugas. And right now, Ugas is looking pretty
Yeah,
damn good, man.
yeah. That's why I'm
Ugas
about
is
to say
looking
he
pretty.
pretty damn good.
He
Yeah,
looking pretty damn good, man. I think,
he pretty damn good.
yeah. So,
I like
so
I
yeah,
like to
man. I
watch
mean,
it fight.
the fight picture looks really good for welterweight per se. Um, like I said, 2022 can really be big, but personally, I don't see the Bud Crawford and Errol Spence fight probably not gonna pop off. It's either gonna happen late next year or early 2023, based off of Ugas is still the WBA super welterweight champion. So you got to fight him. So that's why I said that. After this fight between Porter and Crawford, then you got to focus on Ugas first. Because guess what? But right now, Errol Spence is the bigger fighter. He's the A side out of both of them, out of all of them. You know what I'm saying? So he
Yeah.
really can sit and chill. Really can sit and chill if he want to, or he'll fight. If he want to fight a little tune-up fight and fight that Boots Ennis guy. You know what I'm saying? He can get a fight out of them because the tournament is really set up. Really, is kind of set up. Oh, nice. But that's what I would do. And then, you want to talk about Canelo in the future?
I'm on the show.
I say 2020,
Somebody got some
2023.
background noise.
2023 will be the I don't think nobody should be putting Canelo in their mouth until another year or so.
Man,
Stay away from Canelo Alvarez because you listen, at 168 pounds, you've been fighting at welterweight. He's going to eat your punches like Pac-Man. You ever see Pac-Man eat all them little dots? That's what he's gonna be doing to you. You hitting him. He eating that shit.
man.
Remember, he been fighting at 160, 168 for a while, man.
I love I don't know why they like to fight so much. I don't know because of his punching power or what.
Man, I don't know. I mean, honestly, the way I see it is he's still fighting. He's still with Bob Arum, and as long as he stay with Bob Arum, he's not gonna get the big fights that he wants to because Bob Arum doesn't want to do business with Al Heyman, and it's all about the money, man. He knows that. Sean Porter, not Sean Porter, but Bud Crawford is not a pay-per-view attraction. You understand? When you're not a pay-per-view attraction, then you can't. It's hard for you to deal with Bob Arum. You see what I'm saying? Canelo is a pay-per-view attraction. Manny Pacquiao is a pay-per-view attraction. I'm naming you pay-per-view attraction guys. I'm talking about guys that have a country behind them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Anthony Joshua has a country behind him. Tyson Fury, they have a country behind them.
Man,
Hey,
that nigga Joshua over here now. Man, Joshua
I'm saying.
behind him.
I'm just saying. I'm using them as an example. They following. They got a bigger following. What I mean.
Man, Joshua, man, the only thing he need to do is follow his ass to the fucking GQ magazine or some shit, nigga. Because he ain't doing a damn thing.
Have Anthony Joshua woke up yet?
Hell yeah, like man, that motherfucker. Hey, Jacob in Memphis, you need to be talking to that motherfucker, Usyk, Dominic Usyk. That's that motherfucker you need to be talking about.
Oh yeah. Well,
that's the one that slept with Anthony Joshua.
Look. If there's a rematch, let the rematch happen between Anthony Joshua and Usyk, and then if not, I like to see him and Tyson Fury go at it.
For what?
Tyson Fury will whoop that motherfucker Johnson.
For what? What you want to see? I gotta call on. Hold on. Why you want to waste your time and money to watch Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury? Don't you have better things to do with your money?
Tyson Fury is the world champion. Hey,
Yeah.
look. Let's not get it twisted. You know, Tyson Fury was almost undisputed.
Yeah.
He was almost undisputed. If he didn't have to give up them belts like he did, when he had to give up them belts after he beat Klitschko, man, just imagine he'd have beat Wilder. He would have been undisputed world heavyweight champion of the world. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And people are always talking about Andre Ward.
Nobody talk about that.
Would have beat Canelo. Nigga,
Man,
Andre Ward ain't undisputed. Andre Ward didn't knock out Kovalev. Guess who knocked out Kovalev?
Man, and Andre Ward, Andre Ward, trash.
Man, Andre Ward didn't fight nothing but Olympic bum.
Nigga ain't fought nobody, man.
He ain't fight nothing but he fought them bums on the Olympics, man.
Man, nigga ain't fought nobody.
That nigga was worse than Winky Wright. Whatever the nigga name was, right? Jermaine Taylor from up the road.
Oh, from Arkansas?
Yeah, them niggas, they didn't fight nothing but bums, man.
Yeah. But like I said, y'all, listen, mark my words. If David Benavidez and Canelo do not fight in May next year, I can see either Ugas is either going to be waiting for the winner of now, I don't think he could become. I don't know if he'll be either one of those guys mandatories, but I wouldn't be surprised if the boxing, if the boxing committee do not try to push that fight, if whatever, depending on what happens in this fight coming up, I could see that possibly happening. Right. But it's just depending on if Canelo take a vacation. If he take a vacation, man, because really he really ain't got to fight till another year if you want.
Hey, this is what you about to say, Memphis? My bad, man. Go ahead, brother.
Man, they need to put a mission together so people can fight. Y'all want people to pay for the good fights, man. Quit stalling out on good fights, man. People dying every day. Fight.
Yeah. You ain't getting no younger.
Right.
Exactly, and see, after a while, I think this is a good point that Jacob brought up last time we talked. Y'all not getting any younger when we talk about Spence and Crawford and even Porter. Man, them guys ain't no spring chickens no more. The guys that are hungry right now.
This is the time they need to be fighting.
And Shakur, them guys are hungry. They ready to go ahead and make a name for themselves. Them guys are hungry.
Man, see, they give these fighters too much leverage, man, and I don't like that.
Well, right now, oh, go ahead. Go ahead, man.
You're breaking up a little bit, man.
Too much leverage. That's why all the celebrities made this shit to a shit show. I don't like it.
Yeah, I kind of missed what you said because you broke up.
You broke up just a little bit.
I said that's why they turned this celebrity boxing into a whole shit show because everybody ducking fights, man. Because it's a fight.
Yeah. Nah, he got a point.
They fucking up boxing.
He got a point.
They fucking up boxing, man.
Yeah, he said something very, very key, Polo, Because if you think about it, if them guys was fighting each other, we wouldn't be talking about Jake Paul and Logan Paul now, per se.
Right.
Really wouldn't.
Right. Right.
No.
If they
That's
was
fact.
fighting each other, because everybody be focused on these fights that everybody really want to see coming up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because they these celebrity fights, they kill the build-up for professional fighters, and then when these celebrities get in here and get put to sleep, like Nate Robinson, everybody want to be mad.
And Chad,
Yeah.
but you know who get ready to fight now? Deron Williams gonna fight Frank Gore.
Oh
Deron
man, Frank Gore.
They finna fight, man. They finna fight because you know Tommy Fury finna fight one of the Paul brothers.
Hey, you talking about Deron Williams that play basketball?
Yeah.
He needs some.
Hey, Jacob, man, you gotta get my notifications. I already reported it.
Man, look, man. Dude have nothing to do with his life. LeBron pretty much ran him out the NBA, and the Utah Jazz, Jerry Sloan. But that you gotta sad, bro. It's a killing boxing, bro. This is sad. People feel like they can just get in the boxing and make a mockery of it, man. Just sad, bro.
Hey, Jacob. Hey, we supposed to start training tomorrow, right?
Hold on, what?
Yeah, hey Memphis, man. You say, hey Memphis, you gonna be my cut man. So, hey, look.
Hold on. I need you to use it. Listen, use your jab. Move to the side. When he comes to your right, I need you to bob and come up around him. You know what I'm saying? Bend down. Look. Once he step like here, you step around and you wrap around. You come to the body with the right hand. You know what I'm saying? You know, step back.
Hey man,
keep your guard
look,
up.
Polo. If you don't,
a real trainer, don't I?
Polo. If you don't dodge that hook, damn some Vaseline got to break out the lard. The old school shit.
Yeah, man, Memphis. Next time, bring his mama's Gatorade. Bring his mama's lunch. Put that in the bottle.
I got you, player.
Bring that communion. Next time, put that communion juice in that bottle.
Hey, look, and then both of y'all simultaneously gonna be like, throw in the towel.
Real. No, Polo, man. Listen, Polo, listen. Don't be afraid. Listen, you got to learn how to vibe and weed. You see what I'm saying? Look. It's a chess game.
I bet Nate Robinson got CTE. By the way he got put to sleep.
You trying to say he retarded now?
Well, see, hey, you know, Chad Ochocinco actually did good up until the end of the fight, man.
Chad Ochocinco is a bozo.
Yeah.
Why he a bozo, Memphis?
He just a clown. They're just looking for attention. He another T.O.
Oh, he a clown chaser.
All the difference is T.O. was actually good in football. Well, I ain't gonna say Chad wasn't good because he had Carson Palmer as a quarterback. God bless him. God bless Chad Ochocinco.
Hey man, what's it called, man? It's been a lot of surprising scores in the NFL today, man.
Yeah, I see Baltimore. Kirk Cousins need to be so far close to the Gatorade, it don't make no sense. It's over, man.
Lamar Jackson, though, man, he didn't have that good of a day though. No,
but that was a winnable game for the Vikings, man. And Kirk Cousins blew it. They should have been got rid of him. Go get a good quarterback. Cam Newton out there. Go get Cam. Y'all got a nice defense. Go get Cam. But y'all know what though? You know who would be a perfect fit for Cam? They got the defense already set up for him. The
Who?
Washington football team be a perfect place for Cam.
What y'all? You think so, Jacob?
Yeah, I think that'll be a good fit for him. I think he's familiar with Ron Rivera's
Right.
the coach, and I think it would be good for them to reunite. Be playing with a different level, a whole different level of talent that you got in Washington, and I think it's just good going into the crunch time of the season. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Cam Newton still can be. He can still be effective. I mean, let's not forget he did make it to a Super Bowl. Now we know he didn't win one, but he did make it to a Super Bowl. So I don't want to discredit Cam Newton that he can't win. Just certain systems don't. Every system, every quarterback is not going to excel in every single system that they go to, especially if they go to a new different team. You know, and that's just that's the reason why I got confidence in Cam Newton can revive himself with Ron Rivera. I'm confident with that if that happens.
I just think, man, like, okay, this is my two things. I felt like, okay, because he had a chance to go to New Orleans. I felt like that would have been a great situation for him, but they shut that down. He's not going over there because of the situation that happened with Jameis and the ACL and all that other stuff. He could have been in a good situation. Then another good situation, of course, is fucking either Jacksonville or Miami. You know what I'm saying? Because you got Deshaun Watson still on the market. You know what I'm saying? And then, like you said, you hit it. Both of y'all hit it right on the nail. The Washington football team because of the Ron Rivera situation. But see, this is my thing though. Okay, Ruggs, he facing 40 years now. Okay, they got OBJ on the market and everything. He ain't been nothing but a diva and been causing trouble and shit like that. But Cam did everything that you wanted him to do. That motherfucker took the jab. Why that motherfucker ain't got a job? They haven't banged the gavel on motherfucking Deshaun Watson. Why that motherfucker ain't got a job? Oh, but this motherfucker about to face 40 years. Look, I know he young, but that was a stupid decision. He shouldn't have hopped up in that car. Call you an Uber. Call you another car. Now 23-year-old is dead. Cam ain't had no issues like that.
Down the highway going 156 miles. The hell is wrong with you, man?
Cam ain't had no issues like that. The only issue that Cam ever had in his whole career was when he did the little thing under the table and money and receiving stuff when he was back in his college days.
From the Gators, right? And then he went to that JUCO college.
Yeah, he went to Blinn. He went to Blinn out here in Texas.
Right.
The thing about it is that okay. Other than that, he done everything that you told him to do. Deshaun Watson, okay. Hey, Jacob and Memphis, come on now. Y'all sound like pimps of the highest degree. Motherfucker don't want to go get massages and go get rubbed down. Hell, man, Jacob's friend Mayweather was getting rubbed down while he was talking on the interview. He was getting rubbed down, and you know what the fuck he was finna do once the cameras is off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, but they let Robert Kraft go ahead and get a hand job. They let all these other motherfucking high profile motherfuckers get a hand job. Oh, you lied about taking the jab. Oh, it's all right. Slap him on the wrist. Had that been Cam, oh, it's a big issue. Kyrie, they made a big issue. He didn't lie.
But they didn't call him Kraft until he started defending McMill. Once he started standing up for McMill, then it became a problem. That's when they started trying to bring shit up on Robert Kraft. Y'all noticed that? Nobody noticed that because it just went away.
Right. That's facts, man. Because look, Memphis. All right, look. I wasn't mad about Aaron Rodgers or anything like that because okay, look, you don't want to take it, your body, your choice. I understand that. hey, you lied about it. Okay, ain't no big deal. But the fact that you up in there playing a victim, talking about, oh yeah, I'm surprised, I'm disappointed in the media and shit like that. Man, you ain't got no shit to say. You fucked up.
Yeah, he should have kept it as, okay, I ain't taking it, move on. Simple as that. But see, the reason why he making a big deal, out of it is because he wants to get out of Green Bay ASAP.
Yeah.
But see, he signed the extension and took the money. Now Green Bay got him by the balls now, so he's stuck.
Right. Yeah. And look, see, this is another thing too. Now, you sat up there and you didn't take it right. Now with Kyrie Irving situation, right?
Right.
He never even said anything. Like that's the thing about it. And they still made a big deal about it. The only thing he did was took the Instagram and said his little piece and that was it. Other than that, he remained quiet the whole time. So then how come it dominated the headlines for a good 2 weeks, Memphis? Even motherfuckers that had no business talking about basketball was talking about the shit. Like Marcus Spears and all these motherfuckers football analysts and shit like that don't even know shit about basketball.
Yeah, I get sick of Marcus Spears. What's the dude name out there in LA? And he's a coon to the core. What's his name? Marcellus Wiley.
Oh, Marcellus Wiley, yeah.
Keyshawn, okay. Because,
yeah, I mean, at least you know, and I don't really watch it too much, but Keyshawn comes with a little bit of logic with what he be saying sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Some of the stuff.
Because he talked with basketball people like Jay Wade. He just say stuff outside of his neck. You know? And he talked with people like Jay Williams and different people that come on his show that play basketball. So we can't just really, we got to give him a pass for that.
Hey, but you always look. You can't always get no pass though. But like Keyshawn, I give him something. But see, like if you gonna get up there, man, you better go ahead and say some shit and actually speak some facts. Don't just hey Memphis. Don't just get up on there with no 1 + 1 = 2 type bullshit.
Right, like the shit Stephen A. do.
Yeah, exactly. He think he's more intelligent than what he is. And, man, I'm like Memphis could get up there, man, and cook the shit out of Stephen A. Smith.
Yeah. Because he don't know what the hell he's talking about. He just talking. He didn't. Right. Stephen A. wasn't shit until Skip Bayless brought him on First Take. Skip Bayless was on Cold Pizza and wanted Stephen A. on there. He at the end couldn't give a damn about no Stephen A.
Right.
Because Stephen A. was too busy riding Allen Iverson did.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, that's facts, man. And you know what? They don't even want to give AI. See, that's another thing too. The Philadelphia 76ers don't even want to give AI a job.
AI can get a job. AI can get a job, man.
If I was
the Grizzlies front office, AI, go get AI, put him in a
he played for y'all.
Right. Hey man, listen, I feel like this. If Joe Dumars can get in the front office and fuck up a draft, I'm quite sure Allen Iverson can do a hell of a job.
Think so?
Yeah, man. Joe Man, look, Joe Dumars blew about 3 championships in one draft. If he
Right.
would have went and got Carmelo Anthony with Tate
Oh
Fred and them,
yeah. With Darko.
they would have got like 3 championships out of that shit.
Yeah. Man, yeah, you right. That's fact.
They go get Darko Milicic, win 1 chip with him, and he was working on the farm somewhere overseas.
Yeah,
Somewhere.
where the hell is he at now? You look, you don't even know where that motherfucker at. Melo's still in the league.
Right, like
Melo's still hooping. Melo playing for the Lakers. Melo still putting damn near 50-50, damn near 90.
the Lakers got a problem. The Lakers.
Don't even say it. No, not Memphis. Don't even say it, man. I already know what you about to say.
What I'm about to say, Polo?
Nigga, you about to come with this old Westbrook BS.
No,
and if you wasn't finna say that, you finna say Vogel. And if you wasn't finna say that, you finna say AD. Am I lying?
No, not quite.
Okay, go ahead, man.
I think no, I think Dwight Howard need to be starting instead of a Lake.
Okay, I agree with that.
Man, we know what Russell Westbrook is. Russell Westbrook.
Okay, look, this is okay. I wish you would have pulled up to the stream earlier, but I had already talked about this. Everybody's all like, the problem is Russell Westbrook.
No,
Russell Westbrook.
the problem ain't Westbrook. The biggest problem is like this guy that got too many on-ball damn basketball players on one team. That's the problem.
Yeah, but see, hold on. Listen, Memphis. Listen. It's sad that we even talked about this. They're only 10 games into the season. Now think about it, man. We had already talked about this, Memphis. We had already talked about Bosh was the whipping boy over there in Miami. Remember?
You're right.
When Bosh was over there, man, everybody used to talk about Bosh. Oh, he ain't this and he ain't that. But when he was in Toronto, guess what? He was good for 20 and 10 over there and was a franchise player and everything. Now he goes to Miami. It's an adjustment, and of course he was less accomplished than out of Wade and LeBron. So who you think that they're gonna do the finger point to? It's gonna be Bosh. But guess what they had to do? He had to adjust to playing with LeBron and adjust to playing with Wade. Well, it's the same situation when you got, and on this time you got 4 superstars, one in which Melo, which he's not the main guy no more, but he could still score. Hey, they still got to adjust and find ways to work. And see, another thing is too, Memphis, that a lot of people don't understand. Russell Westbrook is not a shooter. He's not what you call a prototypical point guard like a Rondo or like a Chris Paul or none of that. And he's not the guy who's gonna sit up there and just spot up shoot for threes and all that other stuff. That's not his game. So okay, y'all don't give Bazemore the same smoke. Bazemore has absolutely done nothing. He had 4 points last night and only played 17 minutes. Then on top of that, you got to put what's his name? Give him the smoke too. DeAndre Jordan. He had 9 rebounds, but he's been inconsistent. Okay, like you said, moving Howard to the starting position. That's a great move. Avery Bradley, I would like that. But the one thing that don't nobody mention, Memphis, when Kendrick Nunn gets back, watch, things are gonna change. Because Kendrick Nunn, he can run the point guard. He is efficient from shooting the 3. And Kendrick Nunn is a hell of a playmaker. He averaged 14.6 when he was in Miami and shot 39%.
I don't think Miami used him right.
No, they didn't.
I always thought he was good, but Miami didn't use him right.
You know, I mean, you got to think about it. They had Hero and they had Duncan Robinson, who were always shooting the ball.
Yeah, and Duncan Robinson was always average to me.
Yeah, he's a real good shooter, but he knows how to move without the ball and all that. He's just a spot up shooter. He ain't gonna do
Right,
no more, no less.
right. I hope the Grizzlies come on. My Spurs is done.
Yeah,
Yeah,
y'all took a L last night, but Memphis is still in good position. Y'all still at 5-4.
yeah, yeah. I like I like what the Wizards have done. I like what
Well,
the
who?
Washington Wizards have done.
Oh, the Wizards. Yeah, the Wizards. Hey, the Wizards are hooping. Man,
Yeah,
listen. Oh, you got it, bro. Go ahead.
because they got Spencer Dinwiddie who can score. Bradley Beal, Kuzma game to change. I think he did more. I'm thinking they probably using him the right way. Trez need to be Trez is getting some action in here now. So they pretty good. Then they got a nice little bench. KCP is just KCP. But outside of that, they okay.
They not fucking with us though.
Oh, did y'all be? I wasn't asleep, man. That's why I was attending to ask you,
Yeah, we
man.
beat the Bulls, nigga. Hey, we 2-0, nigga. Yeah, you know we won, nigga. Hey, but I'm not celebrating about that shit. You know why, Memphis? Because like I said, anything could turn around, anything can happen. But do I like our direction? Yeah, we 6-3 and we at the top. We at the top of the East right now, but anything can happen. I want to play, and I want to be able to do this when we in the playoffs. Talk to me when we in the playoffs and we in a situation and we got to face adversity, or when we down big in the fourth quarter and we have to come back and we have to fight our way. Then that's when I want to start. Okay, yeah, we for real, but us beating Chicago or us beating Detroit and all that other stuff, that don't say anything about it. That's why I don't trip about the Lakers and stuff like that, because as soon as they get them old ass legs up under them, they get what's the name, Kendrick Nunn back. They start. You forget. Everybody forget they got Rondo on that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? As soon as all of them motherfuckers they start gelling and shit like that, it's gonna be scary. LeBron, his injury might be serious than what it is, but LeBron is still gonna get his, and LeBron is playing phenomenal this season.
Right. But I think I like Scotty Barnes and over there in Toronto.
Oh yeah. They hooping. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, Scotty Barnes, he gonna be rookie of the year, man.
I like my boy. I like what they doing with Evan Mobley over there in Cleveland.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, he all right. But Scotty Barnes though, yeah, he gonna be rookie of the year. I agree.
yeah, Scotty Barnes.
Unless he get hurt or something, he gonna be the rookie of the year.
Yeah. Oh man, and see, hey Memphis, I'm surprised you're not talking about the damn Warriors.
I always talk about the Warriors. They got
Hey,
they got Otto Porter who's okay. They got what's the dude name from Sacramento? He's a little bit better. You remember that? I can't think of his name, but he came out of Sacramento. He's playing a little bit better because he's playing with Steph who can put the ball where it needs to be. Then you got Steph just being Steph. Then you got Jordan Poole who just playing out of his damn mind.
man, playing. And then Andre Iguodala out that bitch. He acting like he Andre Iguodala for the Sixers.
Man, what? Then they got what's his name? Steph Curry brother-in-law. What's his name? Lee. Last name Lee. I guess that's his wife and brother.
Yeah.
Him, Daniel Lee. That's his wife's brother, I think. But they. I think they're gonna have a good year.
They got Wiggins too. They got Wiggins, Draymond out there trying to hoop, man, and you know hey, look, them guys, man, they a threat, man. Like, and then
You, you
Clay
know what?
Thompson is set to come back pretty soon.
You know what? You know what the bad thing about the Warriors is?
What's that?
And I'm gonna say what ain't nobody else gonna say. Steve Kerr don't know how to coach James Wiseman, man.
Nah, he don't.
If Steve Kerr knew how to coach James Wiseman, they win the West.
Man, I think it's highway robbery, Memphis, what they did to James Wiseman. Think about it. They threw James Wiseman in the fire because that motherfucker did not have any training camp, right? He barely played any ball in the offseason. Then on top of that, he barely played it. He didn't even play in college that much. You throw this motherfucker in the fire in Oracle, a place where they got championship level expectations under one of the most hardest systems to learn in the flow offense. And Memphis, you know about offenses and shit like that. That Golden State offense, man, is difficult to learn. You see, motherfucking Oubre had trouble picking it up. That's why he said, "Fuck this shit. I'm going to Charlotte. I'm taking my ass to Charlotte, man, so I can play freely." Because over there, you gotta know, you gotta be on point. That motherfucker Steve Kerr took everything that Mark Jackson did and went ahead and capitalized off of that shit. Motherfucking Mike Brown is the one that's coaching too. People forget Mike Brown is a good coach, man. I
Yeah,
know he don't get no
yeah,
credit, but
yeah.
Mike Brown on that bench, man.
My Brown got paid checks from everybody. Cleveland, Golden State. He was just collecting money. He didn't get paid checks from everybody. They fired him in Lakers, and he was getting paid for the
Yeah,
Lakers.
Lakers, yeah. Yeah.
Hey, hey, Polo.
Yeah.
When the Lakers fired him, he was still getting paid for Cleveland. He wasn't going to stay. Got a few for 8-10. I know his kids had a nice Christmas.
Hell yeah.
He was just collecting money from at the end. Steve Kerr went out and he won about 10 games straight. How did Magic collect everybody?
That motherfucker was like, man, what's that motherfucker? Wait, what's that? What's that motherfucker name that coach for New Orleans, man? Man, he a black coach, man. He used to coach for the Clippers. Uh, what's that motherfucker's name? He got the big eyes and big lips, man. Pause. That old fish face looking. Oh damn, what was that motherfucking name, man? But that motherfucker beat everybody. Huh?
Right now?
What'd you say?
Right now? I said, is he coaching right now?
You breaking up real bad.
I said, is he coaching right now?
He might be. He might. I think he's an assistant somewhere. But he always get a job. Always that motherfucker always get a job, man. And so when you talk about like uh who collected the check, you need to be talking about a motherfucker like that because that motherfucker, man, he done been in like a lot of teams. What was that motherfucker's name, man? Hold on, I'm gonna find it. Damn, what was that motherfucker's name? Shit, Alvin Gentry, nigga. Matter of fact, yeah, Alvin Gentry, nigga. You there, Memphis?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that nigga name was Alvin Gentry.
Oh man, he was in Phoenix. He was in New
Hey, wasn't he in
Orleans.
Memphis? Hey, didn't that nigga coach in Memphis? No. That was Lionel. That was Lionel Hollins. That was Lionel Hollins.
Yeah, Lionel Hollins assistant coach at Lamar Owen. With you know,
Yeah, man. I'm thinking highway robbery.
Bonzi
That
Wells,
nigga need to be
Bonzi Wells is head coach at Lamar Owen. It's a community college in Memphis, and he hired
who? Bonzi Wells?
Bonzi Wells.
That
He's the
motherfucker
head
can't
coach
be
at
no
Lamar.
coach. Bonzi Wells be about to choke motherfuckers, man.
Well, you know, yeah, you know, Bonzi Wells was like a poor man Zach Randolph. Man, he be ready to pop out fight niggas and shit.
Right.
And
Him, man. Hey, you forget all of them. Hey, look, all the motherfuckers that was on Portland, they coaching. Ain't that weird? That motherfucker Rasheed Wallace, he coaching. That motherfucker Bonzi Wells, he coaching.
Yeah, Bonzi. Yeah, you know, Bonzi had a couple heart attacks and shit, but you know
Yeah.
coach,
I heard about that. Yeah.
he coaching at
Yeah.
Lamar North now. Him and Lionel Holly.
Right. Yeah. Glad he doing good though.
Yeah, Zach Randolph. He's Tony Allen is like assistant coach for the Memphis Hustle, so he's still hanging around Memphis.
Right.
You know, he still coach. He coaching now. He's on the Memphis Hustle coaching staff. Hey man, them niggas is good. If you
I
get a
told
chance,
you, hey, they got the number one. They got I think the top recruit to come and play for y'all.
good. Man, look up some when you get a chance, man. Look up some highlights of them damn Memphis Hustle. That's the G League team. Called the
Okay, I
Memphis
will.
Hustle. They got some good ball that need to be looked at in the league. Some of them make it. No.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, you been to any games? You been to any games, Memphis?
Not since this COVID been out, I haven't. But I normally go because I get the free tickets. My auntie, she worked downtown, all the tickets. And elevator, go downstairs, hang out, drink. I run into Zach Randolph a lot because that nigga stayed at the Grizzlies game. Hi,
Oh, really?
Zebo, you might well go coach if you go hang around.
Man,
Say that.
that nigga Zach Randolph be giving that nigga be. Look, I ain't gonna listen to Zach Randolph on basketball, but man, when you need somebody to teach your ass to do the right thing, nigga, I'll be like, nigga, your ass was out there trapping, nigga, in the NBA.
Yeah, I got caught with all that shit.
Yeah. I'm like, nigga, what you
Jermaine,
playing
what?
in the NBA for then? Nigga, like.
No, he didn't get caught. It was some niggas that were connected to him, had some cars in his name, and you know they were getting it in, doing what they do, and got jailed up. You know how niggas get jailed up because they talk too much. Police got to run the tags and VIN numbers, and you know she got to make the news, man. You know, Zebo
Oh,
paid that shit off.
okay. Yeah. So that's what transpired.
Yeah, you know, Memphis a hotbed for a lot of bullshit, so they right up on Adley.
Man, you ain't never lied. Hey, you ain't never lied, man. It'd be a lot of skinny blacks in that motherfucker.
Man, what you
You know what I'm
say?
saying? Memphis, man, they be perpetrating this shit.
Yeah. Man, Zebo, Yo got it, and Moneybag Yo, them they got shit on lock.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, Moneybag Yo, man. That's my guy. I like his music. Yeah, he's sewing things up. Yo Gotti, I never really. Now look, Yo Gotti. I never like was into his music. I was into his hustling aspect of how good of a businessman this guy was. He was a hard worker. His
Yeah, he
music
won.
was I didn't really appeal to his music, but I I gotta give him his just due and a salute on how he hustled, how he grind.
Yeah, I only liked the one album from Yo Gotti, and that was the first one.
Right,
It
right.
never. You'll have to go find it. Just call from the dope game to the rap game. That motherfucker hard from the beginning to the end.
Yeah, man. Like that's the thing. Like with Dolph, I never, I looked at the background of these guys, and I'm thinking to myself, I said, man, because I had to, and that's another thing I had to ask you though, Memphis. Like, why? Okay, I know a little bit of the backstory of what went on, but man, it's more to the story, but behind uh Money Back, not Money Back Yo, but between Lil Yo Gotti and Young Dolph, man. Like, do you know that? Do you know how that shit really actually transpired? Because I'm hearing I done heard like 20 different stories, man.
Yeah. I know how it
Because
transpired.
my friend met Dolph out here in Texas. He came out here. One thing I did know about Dolph, his background is that he used to be a barber. You breaking up real bad, Memphis. I think Memphis breaking up. I'm gonna hop on another stream, y'all.
Hello?